وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا داود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا سليمان عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا زكريا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يحيى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أرميا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعياء عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إلياس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا اليسع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا ذو الكفل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوشع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وعلى جميع النبيين والمرسلين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد نبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة، كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يسبحك ويهللك ويكبرك ويعظمك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل نسمة خلقتها فيهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد السحاب الجارية، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرياح الذارية من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما هبت عليه الرياح وحركته من الأغصان والأشجار والأوراق والثمار، وجميع ما خلقت على أرضك وما بين سماواتك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد نجوم السماء من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 بحارك مما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت وما أنت خالقه فيها إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ملء 7 بحارك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زنة 7 بحارك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أمواج بحارك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرمل والحصى في مستقر الأراضين وسهلها وجبالها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد اضطراب المياه العذبة والملحة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقته على جديد أرضك في مستقر الأراضين شرقها وغربها سهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وطريقها وعامرها وغامرها إلى سائر ما خلقته عليها وما فيها، ومدر وحجر من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي عدد نبات الأرض من قبلتها وشرقها وغربها وسهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وأشجارها وثمارها وأوراقها وزروعها وجميع ما يخرج من نباتها وبركاتها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من الجن والإنس والشياطين وما أنت خالقه منهم إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شعرة في أبدانهم وفي وجوههم وعلى رؤوسهم منذ خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خفقان الطير وطيران الجن والشياطين من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل بهيمة خلقتها على جديد أرضك من صغير أو كبير في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها من إنسها وجنها ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خطاهم على وجه الأرض من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يصلي عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من لم يصل عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد القطر والمطر والنبات، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شيء. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد في الليل إذا يغشى، وصل على سيدنا محمد في النهار إذا تجلى، وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرة والأولى، وصل على سيدنا محمد شابا زكيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد كهلا مرضيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد منذ كان في المهد صبيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد حتى لا يبقى من الصلاة شيء. اللهم وأعط سيدنا محمدا المقام المحمود الذي وعدته، الذي إذا قال صدقته وإذا سأل أعطيته. اللهم وأعظم برهانه وشرف بنيانه وأبلج حجته وبين فضيلته. اللهم وتقبل شفاعته في أمته، واستعملنا بسنته، وتوفنا على ملته، واحشرنا في زمرته وتحت لوائه، واجعلنا من رفقائه، وأوردنا حوضه، واسقنا بكأسه، وانفعنا بمحبته، اللهم آمين. وأسألك بأسمائك التي دعوتك بها أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عدد ما وصفت ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت، أن ترحمني وتتوب علي وتعافيني من جميع البلاء والبلوى، وأن تغفر لي وترحم المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، وأن تغفر لعبدك المذنب الخاطئ الضعيف، وأن تتوب عليه إنك غفور رحيم. اللهم آمين يا رب العالمين. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: من قرأ هذه الصلاة مرة واحدة كتب الله له ثواب حجة مقبولة وثواب من أعتق رقبة من ولد إسماعيل عليه السلام. فيقول الله تعالى: يا ملائكتي هذا عبد من عبادي أكثر الصلاة على حبيبي محمد، فوعزتي وجلالي ووجودي ومجدي وارتفاعي لأعطينه بكل حرف صلى قصرا في الجنة، وليأتيني يوم القيامة تحت لواء الحمد نور وجهه كالقمر ليلة البدر وكفه في كف حبيبي محمد. هذا لمن قالها كل يوم جمعة له هذا الفضل، والله ذو الفضل العظيم. اللهم إني أسألك بحق ما حمل كرسيك من عظمتك وقدرتك وجلالك وبهائك وسلطانك، وبحق اسمك المخزون المكنون الذي سميت به نفسك وأنزلته في كتابك واستأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك، أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك. وأسألك باسمك الذي إذا دعيت به أجبت، وإذا سئلت به أعطيت. وأسألك باسمك الذي وضعته على الليل فأظلم، وعلى النهار فاستنار، وعلى السماوات فاستقلت، وعلى الأرض فاستقرت، وعلى الجبال فرست، وعلى الصعبة فذلت، وعلى ماء السماء فسكبت، وعلى ماء السحاب فأمطرت. وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا محمد نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا آدم نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به أنبياؤك ورسلك وملائكتك المقربون صلى الله عليهم أجمعين. وأسألك بما سألك به أهل طاعتك أجمعين، أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مطحية والجبال مرسية والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة. وأسألك اللهم بالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا آدم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا نوح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إبراهيم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا صالح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا داود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا سليمان عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا زكريا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يحيى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أرميا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعياء عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إلياس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا اليسع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا ذو الكفل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوشع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وعلى جميع النبيين والمرسلين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد نبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة. كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يسبحك ويهللك ويكبرك ويعظمك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل نسمة خلقتها فيهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد السحاب الجارية، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرياح الذارية من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما هبت عليه الرياح وحركته من الأغصان والأشجار والأوراق والثمار وجميع ما خلقت على أرضك وما بين سماواتك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد نجوم السماء من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 بحارك مما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت وما أنت خالقه فيها إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ملء 7 بحارك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زنة 7 بحارك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أمواج بحارك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرمل والحصى في مستقر الأرضين وسهلها وجبالها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد اضطراب المياه العذبة والملحة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقته على جديد أرضك في مستقر الأرضين شرقها وغربها سهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وطريقها وعامرها وغامرها إلى سائر ما خلقته عليها وما فيها، ومدر وحجر من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي عدد نبات الأرض من قبلتها وشرقها وغربها وسهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وأشجارها وثمارها وأوراقها وزروعها وجميع ما يخرج من نباتها وبركاتها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من الجن والإنس والشياطين وما أنت خالقه منهم إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شعرة في أبدانهم وفي وجوههم وعلى رؤوسهم منذ خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خفقان الطير وطيران الجن والشياطين من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل بهيمة خلقتها على جديد أرضك من صغير أو كبير في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها من إنسها وجنها ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خطاهم على وجه الأرض من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يصلي عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من لم يصل عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد القطر والمطر والنبات وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شيء. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد في الليل إذا يغشى وصل على سيدنا محمد في النهار إذا تجلى وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرة والأولى وصل على سيدنا محمد شابا زكيا وصل على سيدنا محمد كهلا مرضيا وصل على سيدنا محمد منذ كان في المهد صبيا وصل على سيدنا محمد حتى لا يبقى من الصلاة شيء. اللهم وأعط سيدنا محمدا المقام المحمود الذي وعدته الذي إذا قال صدقته وإذا سأل أعطيته. اللهم وأعظم برهانه وشرف بنيانه وأبلج حجته وبين فضيلته. اللهم وتقبل شفاعته في أمته واستعملنا بسنته وتوفنا على ملته واحشرنا في زمرته وتحت لوائه واجعلنا من رفقائه وأوردنا حوضه واسقنا بكأسه وانفعنا بمحبته اللهم آمين. وأسألك بأسمائك التي دعوتك بها أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عدد ما وصفت ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت أن ترحمني وتتوب علي وتعافيني من جميع البلاء والبلوى وأن تغفر لي وترحم المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات وأن تغفر لعبدك المذنب الخاطئ الضعيف وأن تتوب عليه إنك غفور رحيم. اللهم آمين يا رب العالمين. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: من قرأ هذه الصلاة مرة واحدة كتب الله له ثواب حجة مقبولة وثواب من أعتق رقبة من ولد إسماعيل عليه السلام. فيقول الله تعالى: يا ملائكتي هذا عبد من عبادي أكثر الصلاة على حبيبي محمد، فوعزتي وجلالي ووجودي ومجدي وارتفاعي لأعطينه بكل حرف صلى قصرا في الجنة، وليأتيني يوم القيامة تحت لواء الحمد نور وجهه كالقمر ليلة البدر وكفه في كف حبيبي محمد. هذا لمن قالها كل يوم جمعة له هذا الفضل، والله ذو الفضل العظيم. اللهم إني أسألك بحق ما حمل كرسيك من عظمتك وقدرتك وجلالك وبهائك وسلطانك، وبحق اسمك المخزون المكنون الذي سميت به نفسك وأنزلته في كتابك واستأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك، أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك. وأسألك باسمك الذي إذا دعيت به أجبت وإذا سئلت به أعطيت. وأسألك باسمك الذي وضعته على الليل فأظلم، وعلى النهار فاستنار، وعلى السماوات فاستقلت، وعلى الأرض فاستقرت، وعلى الجبال فرست، وعلى الصعبة فذلت، وعلى ماء السماء فسكبت، وعلى ماء السحاب فأمطرت، وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا محمد نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به سيدنا آدم نبيك، وأسألك بما سألك به أنبياؤك ورسلك وملائكتك المقربون صلى الله عليهم أجمعين، وأسألك بما سألك به أهل طاعتك أجمعين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مطحية والجبال مرسية والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة. وأسألك اللهم بالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا آدم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا نوح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إبراهيم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا صالح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها
Resul-i Ekrem ve Nebi Muhterem sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem Efendimiz Hazretlerinin aziz, pak, münevver, mutahhar ruh şeriflerine salavat şerifi getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Âl-i ezvacı, tahiret evladı Resul-i Esafizin efendilerimizin, sair enbiya-zen ve Resul-ü Fihan hazıratın ervah şeriflerine, Pirimiz Bilal Habeşi radıyallahu anh Efendimizin, Şeyhimiz Sahib-ül Seyf Abdülkerim el-Kıbrıs er-Rabbani Hazretlerinin ve alelhusus bu caminin bahanesi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam mezzin kanunlarının ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı için Allah rızası için El-Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebi. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammed ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Hayya alel-felâh. illallah.
Elhamdülillah, elhamdülillah, elhamdülillahi rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmadullah Teala ve nestağfiru ve eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Ve eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve zvacihi ve sahabe tabi khulafir raşidin mahdin min ba'di. وزرمتي على تحقيق عزم علمتي خلفاء رسول الله على تحقيق أمر المؤمنين حضرة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعلى بقية صحابة التابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. يا أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون اتقوا الله تعالى واتقوا الله مع الذين اتقوا الذين هم محسنون. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We are praising Allah with the words of Rasulullah ﷺ, saying, Ya Allah, all the praises are for you. You are the holder of the heavens and the earth, and whatever is in them. All the praises are for you. You have the possession of the heavens and the earth, and whatever is in them. All the praises are for you. You are the light of the heavens and the earth, and all the praises are for you. You are the King of the heavens and the earth. All the praises are for you. You are the truth, and your promise is the truth. And to meet you is true. Your word is the truth, and paradise is true, and hell is true, and all the prophets, peace be upon them all, are true. And Muhammad is true, alayhi salatu wasalam. And the day of resurrection is true. Ya Allah, I surrender my will to you. I believe in you and depend on you, and repent to you, and with your help I oppose my opponents, and I take you as my judge to judge between us. Please forgive me my previous sins and future sins, and whatever I concealed or revealed, and you are the one who makes some people forward and some backward. There is none to be worshipped but you. There is no might or power except with you. Ya Allah, bless our Master Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ, whose light was created first, and whose appearance is a mercy for all the worlds. As many times as the number of your creation, the past and yet to come, and of those that are blessed and of those that are unfortunate, such a blessing that is beyond counting, unlimited and unbounded, a blessing that is endless, never finishing, a blessing that is permanent, with your everlastingness, and send blessings on his family and companions, the same blessings on them. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. We are coming from Allah, and we are going back to Allah. This is the journey of man, O Muslims. What has made us to think that this journey back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is easy? Because definitely everybody thinks that this journey is going to be easy. Especially the Muslims of today, Muslims of the 21st century. Muslims think that this is the most easy journey. They make more preparations to go on a vacation than to the journey to meet their Lord. Today in the mimbar, so many imams and alims and muftis will go up and say, brother, Islam is easy. Islam is not meant to be difficult. Why do you worry so much? And they are just saying, just pray 5 times a day. Fast in Ramadan, give your zakat, go on Hajj, be a nice person and you will reach to paradise. And they all know how to read the hadith saying that Islam should be easy, but giving everyone the wrong understanding. What is that hadith saying? Religion is easy, and no one overburdens himself in religion except that he will be unable to continue in that way. So do not be extremists, but try to be near perfection and receive the good news that you will be rewarded. gain strength by worshipping in the mornings and afternoon and during the last hours of the night. And the words of the Prophet speaks the truth. Astaghfirullah. But today's Muslims have made this into an excuse to be weak and to be disobedient and to be lazy. When they read this hadith, they say, you don't need to work hard. Look, Prophet is saying, just take it easy. They have become deaf, dumb, and blind, not just physically, but also in their hearts and in their minds and in their understanding. The great commentator of Sahih al-Bukhari, Ibn Hajar al-Asqali, is explaining the hadith, saying this means that when a person exhausts himself in performing too many acts of worship, he will eventually be unable to continue and will stop doing them. So this hadith is talking about becoming extreme with ibadat. Like we see so many new Muslims trying to stay up all night praying, trying to fast every day, and then dropping it the next day. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Islam. He made Islam possible and easy for everyone to carry until Judgment Day, from every nationality, man, woman, and child, from east to west and north to south. We do not have the Shariat of Bani Israel or the other nations. We have a Shariat that takes into account the limitations of mankind, and it is straightforward. And the Rasulullah ﷺ is there as a mercy to make things more easy for us. He is in front of us, and as long as we follow his footsteps, we are in safety. Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kabrisiya Rabbani, is explaining the nature of this ease, saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making it easy for us. He is sending his prophets and he's sending his books, saying to us what he has created, how he has created, why he has created the things that he has created, and what is their duty which they have to do. So Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu is saying, I wish I had never been created. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu is saying the same thing. Hazrat Ali and Hazrat Osman radiallahu anhu, including the Holy Prophet alayhi wasalam. The meaning is, they are saying that we are not going to be able to carry what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us. It's not because of the heaviness, but because of our ego. The ego is pulling us to the wrong direction every day. And the words of the friends of Allah, they speak the truth. Listen to Sahib al-Saif. He is speaking about the ease. Then immediately goes to the statement of the Khulafa Rashidin when they wish they had never been created. Because the duty of being a human, the duty of being Hazrati Insan, the journey of returning to Allah, that is heavy. So to those who are claiming it is very easy, whose Islam are you following? Whose guidance are you following? Who are your guides and what is your path? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is warning us in the Surah Al-Fatiha that we must take guidance and the path only from those whom He has favored, not from those that have deviated and not from those who have incurred His wrath. So whose footsteps are we walking in? What Allah do you think you are returning to? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it very clear what He wants on that day of return. He is saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the day when neither wealth nor children will benefit anyone except he who will come to Allah with qalbun salim, with a pure heart. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. We must be sincere. We must understand and see if we have that qalbun salim, if we have that pure heart. And what are the steps to having that pure heart, to having that sincere heart? We cannot lie to ourselves. We can lie to the whole world, but sit down and look and see what is in your heart. See what is motivating us to be busy every day, from the minute that we wake up to the time that we sleep. What are we busy with? Sahib al-Saif is saying, watch yourself. Look at yourself. Say to yourself, am I happy with the situation that I'm living in right now? Is it enough for me to get up for the judgment day like this? Ask yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You may cheat the whole world. Today's people are lying to the whole world, left and right. At least don't lie to yourself. Look at yourself. Look at your actions and say, do you like it? If you like it and you say that it's according to the line with Islam, then continue. Because that's how you are going to die. If you don't like it, then correct yourself. Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Hakkani is saying, ask yourself, have you become a real Muslim? Have you submitted to Allah and sacrificed your nafs like Ibrahim was ready to sacrifice, to slaughter his son, whom he loved more than anything? Ibrahim was Khalilullah, the friend of Allah, and he was ready to sacrifice what was most dear to him, his son Ismail. And also Ismail alayhi salam was ready to sacrifice himself, and he was fully submitted. Janam feda olsun. May my soul be your ransom, he said. Allah doesn't want us to be slaves to our ego, but to serve Him. You can do that. For what? People are living. They live to satisfy their ego. Important people as well as common people. So many ordinary stones. Where are the jewels? Imam al-Rabbani, Naksibendi Shaykh al-Azam said, great is the one who saved himself from the slavery of his ego. So we ask, what are we? Servant to Allah or a slave to Shaitan? Are we the descendants and the prayers of Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail? Or have we lost our lineage? Who are we following? This is the question for this time. Who are you following? The human by his nature follows something. What are you following? Are you following those who ask you no fee and themselves are rightly guided? Or have you become the one that Allah describes saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, have you seen the one who takes as a God his own vain desires? Allah has, knowing him as such, and left him astray, and sealed his hearing and his heart and understanding, and put a cover on his sight. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Deaf, dumb, and blind. May Allah save us from that. But what and who are we following? We claim we are following Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Are we following him? Are we following an idol that we invented when we looked through the lens of our own ego? To follow the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, it has to have its proof. For the man came, one man came to the Holy Prophet and said, I love you, Ya Rasulullah. And Holy Prophet said, be careful what you say. And the man said, Wallahi, I love you. Wallahi, I love you. Wallahi, I love you. And Holy Prophet ﷺ said, if you love me, then prepare for difficulty. The ones who gave their proof of following, they are the Sahabe Kiram, the Ahlul Bayt, and the Tabi'in, and the ones who followed them until this day. Hundreds of thousands, millions even. Those are the ones that we should follow in order to follow the Holy Prophet ﷺ properly. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq gave that proof when he was beaten by the unbelievers and when he woke up and said, "How is Rasulullah?" Hazrat Umar gave this proof when he went to the Kaaba with his bow and sword and said, "Anyone who wants to touch Rasulullah must fight me first." Hazrat Osman gave this proof when he was martyred for carrying the sunnah of Rasulullah. Hazrat Ali gave the proof when he slept on the bed of Rasulullah while the assassins drew their swords. Hazrat Salman al-Farisi gave this proof when he abandoned his princehood and became a slave in the search of Rasulullah. Hazrat Bilal gave this proof on the hot sands when he cried out, "Ahad, Ahmad." Hazrat Hassan gave his proof when he was poisoned for carrying the words of his grandfather. Hazrat Hussein and his family gave the proof in Karbala. The inheritors, the Awliya Allah, gave this proof in their lives. The Ottomans gave their proof in their lives. Our grand sheikhs gave this proof in their lives. Imam Rabbani gave his proof in the dungeons where he would not compromise on the oneness of Allah. Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim al-Hakkani gave this proof when he called the azan from every minaret in Cyprus until the tyrants gave him a death sentence. Sahibul Saif gave this proof when he sat in the jail cell of the tyrants for saying, "I am the soldier of Allah, La ilaha illallah." That proof, it is the proof that their prayer and their sacrifice and their living and their dying, it is only for Allah. That is the proof of being the servants of Allah. That teaching is alive. That teaching, that training, that discipline, it is here. It is still here. That guidance will never leave, inshallah. That training will teach you how to divorce everything except for Allah from your intention. That training will teach you how to get rid of your anger, how to control your anger, how to control your jealousy of your pride and your stubbornness, getting rid of these diseases. It is not an opinion. It is not an option. It is a farz. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, "I want the qalbin salim, only the qalbin salim." How are you going to make a qalbin salim? It is not through so much zikr and prayer if your heart is still corrupt and your heart is still dark and dirty. Do we think that if we pray and fast and make hajj and make umrah and give charity, but our hearts become the sewers of shaitan, that Allah will accept us? Are we that blind to think that the heart is going to be presentable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do we think that dead and empty rituals will save us when our hearts are rotten with our disobedience? Allah will not accept that. Listen to this hadith properly. Listen to this hadith that the scholars and the imams and the preachers have hidden today. Listen to the hadith of Hazrat Muaz ibn Jabal. Somebody asked Hazrat Muaz ibn Jabal, "Tell me a hadith you learned from Rasulullah alayhi wasallam." Hazrat Muaz began crying until it looked like he would never stop crying. And then he began speaking and said, "I heard Rasulullah alayhi wasallam calling, 'Muaz.' I said, 'Yes, O my dear Prophet.' And Rasulullah alayhi wasallam said, 'I'm going to tell you something that if you stick to it, is going to benefit you. If you don't stick to it, you will not find any excuse on Judgment Day. O Muaz, before Allah created the heavens and the earth, He created 7 angels. And to each of the heavens, He appointed one of these 7 angels as its keepers. Now the guardian angels are going up with man's work, with his service, with his ibadat, from morning to evening, and the work has a light, like the light of the sun. When they bring it up to the lowest heaven, they increase and multiply it. And the angel at the gate says to the guardian angels, "Hit the face of that person with these deeds. I am in charge of backbiting, my Lord has commanded me not to allow the actions of anyone guilty of backbiting to pass beyond me. Then the guardian angels bring up another man's good works and increase and multiply it until they reach the second heaven with it. The angel responsible for the second heaven says, "Stand, and with this action, strike the face of that person who did it, for in his work he was seeking worldly honor. My Lord has commanded me not to allow his work to pass beyond me. He boasted in men's society of his superiority. I am the angel dealing with boastfulness." The guardian angels go up with another man's work, so bright with light from charity and worship and fasting that the guardian angels, they were astonished. They pass with it to the third heaven, and there the angel in charge says to them, "Stand, and with this action strike the face of that person who did it. I am the angel dealing with arrogance. My Lord has commanded me not to let his work pass beyond me, because he has treated people arrogantly in society." The guardian angels ascend with another man's work, shining brightly like a star, and ringing from the acts of zikr and worship, from fasting, and from the Hajj and Umrah, and they pass with it to the fourth heaven. Then the angel responsible for the fourth heaven says to them, "Stand, and with this action strike the face and the back and the front of that person who did it. I am in charge of pride. My Lord has commanded me not to let this act pass beyond me. Whenever this man performed any action, pride entered into it." The guardian angels go up with another man's work and pass with it to the fifth heaven. It is like a bride being taken to her husband. The angel responsible for the fifth heaven says to the guardian angels, "Stand, and with this action strike the face of that person who did it, and make that man responsible for it. I am the angel dealing with envy. This man used to envy those who learned and those who performed the same deeds as him, and everyone who worshipped. This man envied them and slandered them. My Lord has commanded me not to allow his work to pass beyond me." The guardian angels go up with another man's work, bright as the moon from worship and made up of salat and zakat, hajj and umrah, and they pass with it to the sixth heaven. The angel responsible for the sixth heaven says to them, "Stand, and with this action strike the face of that person who did it. That one showed no mercy to any of the sick or those ones who are in trouble from Allah's servants. Instead, he used to be happy over their misery. I am the angel of mercy. My Lord ordered me not to let that deed pass from me." The guardian angels go up with a man's work, consisting of worship and fasting, spending of money for good, and jihad, and piety. It has a sound like the buzzing of bees, and a radiance like that of the sun. Along with it were 3,000 angels, and they passed with it to the seventh heaven. The angel responsible for the seventh heaven said to them, "Stand, and with this action strike the face of that person who did it, and hit his limbs, and lock his heart. I veil from my Lord every work that is not done for the sake of my Lord. I will not accept every work that is not done for the sake of my Lord. This work was done for the sake of something other than Allah Most High. He did it for the sake of honor amongst the ulama, and fame amongst the intellectuals, and fame amongst the cities. My Lord commanded me not to allow his work to pass beyond me. Every work not done purely for Allah, it is hypocrisy. And Allah does not receive the work of the hypocrite. The guardian angels ascend with another man's work, actions of salat, fasting, hajj, umrah, good manners, silence, and zikr of Allah. It is accompanied by the angels of the 7 heavens until they have passed through all the veils to the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then they stand before Him and bear witness to Him of the good work performed only for the sake of Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "You are the guardian angels over the work of my servant, but I am the watcher over his heart. This act was not done for my sake, but for the sake of something else. So my curse is upon him." Then the angels all say, "Your curse and our curse be upon him." And the 7 heavens and those in them curse him. Then Hazrat Muaz, who narrated this hadith, started crying. And he said, "I said, Ya Rasulullah, you are the messenger of Allah and I am Muaz. How shall I have purity of intention and safety? How can I do this?" Rasulullah ﷺ said, "Ya Muaz, do what I do. Imitate me, even if you fall short somewhat in what you do. Ya Muaz, guard your tongue from slandering your brothers who follow the Quran. Take responsibility for your own sins and do not place the blame on them. Do not find pleasure in criticizing them. Don't be vain in your dealings with them. Don't let the deeds of this world stop you from performing the deeds that will help you in Akhirat. Do not act arrogantly and make people stay away from your bad manners. Do not talk secretly with someone in the presence of others. Do not act boastfully in front of people. You will lose the good of this life and the good of Akhirat. Do not tear to pieces people's reputations, so that on the day of judgment the dogs of hell will tear you to pieces in hell. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, by those who draw forth. Do you know what these are, Ya Muaz? Hazrat Muaz said, may my mother and father be sacrificed for you, Ya Rasulullah. What are they? The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, those that Allah says, by those who draw forth, those are the dogs of hell that draw forth the flesh from the bones. Hazrat Muaz said, Ya Rasulullah, who is able to acquire these good qualities? And who will escape from these dogs? Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Ya Muaz, it is indeed easy for him for whom Allah makes it easy. And Rasulullah ﷺ speaks the truth. Where is the safety? Imitate me. Holy Prophet is saying, imitate me. Don't imitate the form. Imitate the heart. Who is going to teach you that? Books? Computers? Websites? Facebook? Social media? Who is going to teach you what is a heart and how to imitate it and how to clean it? Do you think that it is going to be learned by reading and describing even the Sirah and describing the Hadith? Oh believers, just as the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he is not dead. His Sunnah is not dead. Just as he is not dead, his lifestyle is not dead. His inheritance is with his inheritors. They will teach you how to live. And they have enough mercy in their hearts to make it easy for us, especially in this Akhir Zaman. Sahibul Saif is saying, Tariqat teaches us how to live. Tariqat teaches us to understand what is coming from our ego and what is coming from our Lord. Man cannot be worshipping the two at the same time. Either he is worshipping his ego or his Lord. He cannot be worshipping the Lord of the heavens and at the same time do whatever his ego wants. It's not possible. So where are we going to learn that from? In the sohbat, in the associations of the Shaykh. That's why Shah Nakshibendi, Shah Bahauddin Hazrat Dari is saying, through our association, one may find his way to paradise. Otherwise, it's just a claim that people have. 4.5 billion Christians are claiming that they are right, that they are on the right way. The Jews are claiming that they are in the right way. The Buddhists are claiming that they are in the right way. The idol worshippers, the snake worshippers, the donkey worshippers, the cow worshippers, there are all kinds of unusual ways that man is making. Anything he is seeing, he is thinking, this is my Lord. So the Lord understanding, Allah understanding, is not that easy. It is an obligation for a man to love Allah. It is obligation, farz. It is wajib for a man to love his Prophet ﷺ. We have to love Allah, but we have to know Allah, to love Allah. Not by words saying, I love Allah. What are you doing about it? First, we have to learn how to love our Prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending His Prophet to us to show us who to love, saying, love that one. He is appearing in front of you. Learn to love that one, and that love will bring you to me. His love will bring you to me. What more ease do we want? This is the ease of Islam. The surrender of your heart. Surrendering our heart, which is the throne of Allah, to its owner, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not to our desires. Surrender your heart to the ones who are beloved to Allah and His Prophet and are deserving of that love. Surrender your heart to those who are well pleased and pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That love, that connection, that shafa'at, that will be the rescue on the day of judgment when everything else fails. A Bedouin came to the Holy Prophet ﷺ and said, when is the judgment day? Holy Prophet ﷺ said, what have you prepared for it that you are asking when is judgment day? The Bedouin said, I have not made preparations with my prayer or my fasting or charity. I have not. But I love Allah and His Prophet. Rasulullah ﷺ said, you will be with those whom you love. Oh believers, this is the good news. Love the ones who will be with Allah and His Prophet. We will be with them, inshallah. Our actions and our deeds are broken. But we must make our love to be strong. Ya Rabbi, turn our hearts away from the love of the wrong ones to the love to the right ones, to the love to your Prophet and to you. You are the turner of hearts, and we are your weak servants. Give us that strength, Ya Rabbi, and forgive us for their sake. Amen. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنا ظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنا ظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبحان قدوس ربنا رب سبحان قدوس ربنا إن ديننا عند الله الإسلام قام الصلاة
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح وقد قامت صلاة وقد قامت صلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Ya,
سبحانك يا عظيم سبحان الله. على نعمة الإسلام وشرف الإيمان دائما الحمد لله. شكرا. تعالى شأن ولا إله غير الله أكبر. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحانه وتعالى لا إله إلا الله والله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير سبحان ربي العلي العلي الوهاب.
الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأطعنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. آمنا بالله صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا رب وسلم على جملة الأنبياء سيدنا محمد الصلوات على وقت للعالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسله وجميع خلق محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته رضي الله تبارك وتعالى سادنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين وعن تابعين بإحسان مجتهدين المهدين وعلى المتكمل الأنبياء الصالحين وإلى مشايخنا التركة النكشبندية العلية قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم ذكرهم منور الله تعالى بركة ورى الله تعالى بركاتهم وفي ذاتهم دائما الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الفاتحة. فاتحة.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد.
الفاتحة.
Biz Osmanlıyız.
Biz Osmanlıyız.
Pek şanlıyız.
Pek şanlıyız.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Tekbir.
Allahu Ekber.
Walillahil hamd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praises are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send His blessings and His highest praises to His most beloved one, alayhi salatu wassalam, inshallah. And may those ones who are following them attain the highest stations. May we always be under their feet. May Allah forgive me. Juma Mubarak. May you be blessed, inshallah, here and hereafter, to be with the blessed ones, to be in the blessed places, to have blessings and peace in your heart and in your actions and everything that we are doing, for more protection to reach to us in this end of times. May Allah make us to be strong, not to be tricked. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Allahumma Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Juma Mubarak. Ayr. Sit, be easy, inshallah. Well, you have tea? Bring the tea. Assalamu alaikum. You're asking the question, why is it when something squeezes the ego? And you always find blame from someone or something else. And you're asking what? Why it happens and how to stop it. Every disease that happens, not only we must know what is the cure, but we must know why it happens. That's why Western medicine is lacking in that. They don't really talk about, they don't do preventative. They just know how to heal, but they don't tell you how to prevent it from even happening. Eastern medicine is more holistic. They say for that not to happen 10 years, 20 years, 40 years down, this is what you have to do. And they say instead of taking that bitter medicine, take food. Because the medicine is there in the food. Take it according to what your body needs, not what your desire wants from it. The body needs everything. More things that you take, better. But don't take it according to your desire, according to your hawa, according to your nafs. That's the time your body is going to break down. This body has been designed to last for a very long time. But the food also, as a medicine, is also just one part out of many parts how to keep the body and the mind and the spirit to be healthy. It's just one part. It's not the only part. Then you have to physically work. You cannot be lazy. Sitting down long time gives you sickness. Just sitting long time gives you a sickness. This body is designed for us to be working it hard. And so many, especially people coming from the East, so many of them, that's what our grandfathers, great-grandfathers have been doing for thousands of years. Not having enough to eat and working very hard. And that's how they keep strong. So when we have so many things to eat all the time and you become lazy, it breaks the body down. Mind is something else. The spirit now. What the spirit now? All these things that is happening, it will support the spirit or it will try to bring it down. So you're saying, why these things happening? First we have to know is a disease. Blaming others is a disease. First thing happened, this. For people of tariqat, we have to know that how we are is how we are going to be on Judgment Day. We are blaming other people for everything wrong that is happening, or things wrong that's happening to us, or our ego gets squeezed. This is what we're going to present on Judgment Day to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what majority are going to do. They're going to blame each other. Majority. They're even going to blame their own father and their own mother just to get out from that. They're going to blame everyone but themselves. But that time, you cannot do that. And you realize that you are lost because everything that is happening, you have a fault that is in it, because everything at that time speaks the truth. And if anything, everything at that time, it is going to speak against to you. Your hands will speak against to you. Your eyes, your tongue, your heart, every single part of your body, everything is going to speak the truth. It's not going to hide. And you will know it is the truth. You will read from that book, that time. Yes. You're going to say, they are going to say, read. Ikra. Read. Now start reading in the name of your Lord who created you. You're going to find so many pages. You're not, the things that is there, it is not from the name of Allah and the name of the Creator. Yeah, things that are there is the name of our ego. This is one of the characteristics of the ego, to blame. So you have a sickness, not just for the medicine that you to take. Some people say, just make certain amount of zikr, this is going to go away. Islam is not magic. Tariqat, especially Nakshibandiya, it is not magic. It is called Jihadul Akbar for a reason. So you know what you must do to stop. But if you're only stopping now without knowing the reason why it's happening, you may stop it today, tomorrow it's going to happen again. Happen again and again and again and again. Like we have our brother here. He's Bayram is taking the medicine just so that he can eat according to the nafs. Although the food there is destroying him. This is not just him, it's us. So many, millions, billions are like this. Taking the medicine just to satisfy their ego. Taking the medicine, you are very sick. You know if you eat that sugar, you're going to die. But taking the medicine just so that they can eat. But why it happens now? What makes a man to know that what it is he's sick from, but to repeat it and not to change? So many things. We just got used to it, that's all. The way we are raised, we got used to it. The way we live our lives, we got used to it. People are supporting us like that. We got used to it. That's why Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, how you live, that's how you're going to die. How you die, that's how you're going to be raised from Judgment Day. So how we want to be raised on Judgment Day, this is coming back to the original of my beginning of the sohbet. How are we going to be raised on Judgment Day now? Think. Judgment Day, you cannot blame no one. Think. Thinking of death is not just thinking of dying, Think the next step, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. It's taken away from me, I'm watching my body. What's going to happen? They're going to watch. What's going to happen? Every veil is going to be lifted from me now. Now I'm starting to see the reality of it. And I'm starting to see the reality of this asfal safilin, this evil that is surrounding this world. What's going to happen in the grave? What's going to happen in the bakalam? What's going to... Start thinking a little bit. Preparing yourself. I don't like to. Good. Next time do it a little bit more. Get used to it. That time you'll pull the taste away from this dunya too. Then start thinking of death a little bit. That is a reality, and Judgment Day. That is a reality when you are right in the middle of something that is nice, that is happy, that is pleasurable. Think of death. Don't get drunk in that. Think of death. And that pulls you back to that reality, that taste there. It has more taste, but it's not going to be harmful to you. So people get used to it. Because we've been raised that way, we were brought up that way. So many times, we learn it from our parents. They learn it from their parents, learn it from it's inherited. In the old days, at least, they have sheikhs and they have imams that their parents will go and they will kiss their hand and say, please help us. And say, okay, you have this sickness, you have this sickness, you have this sickness. It is inherited. Like some sicknesses is inherited, no? But to break that, then you have to change your life a little bit, change your lifestyle a little bit. You can break it. Of course you can break it. Father has this sickness, the son definitely more open to that. But is it impossible for him to break it? No, it's not. It's very possible. All he has to do is to change this. To change it, to be unstuck, you have to have submission to a doctor. You have to have submission to a sheikh. Then that time, slowly, you will understand why I'm doing it. Sit down and say, why? Why is this? Oh, it's a habit. So many things, so many times it's a habit, meaning you don't even think. You're just doing it. Like what? Like an animal. You don't think why you do, you're just doing it like an animal. We're not animals. We're Hazrati Insan. So now you're going to put some break a little bit. Before you do it, you're going to hold back a little bit. Because you've done your work, your tafakkur. You've looked into your heart, you're trying to clean it now. Then slowly you're going to understand, okay, now why is this habit coming? Why? You keep going deeper and deeper and deeper a little bit, and you understand, oh, Every habit, something that we're doing millions of times without thinking, every habit has a beginning at one point. At one point, if we understand why we're doing it, we understand then the reason, we can break it. Taking the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ is not just for people reaching 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. It is when you're children. It is when you're children. If your parents are not following it fully, completely, properly, saying, just 5 times a day pray, run after dunya you must run, then you're going to find it difficult to understand this. Adab, these manners, this is the soul, this is the essence of ibadat. You're just going to make the shell of the ibadat, but the adab, it is gone. As the khutbah is saying, Rasulullah is saying, angels will throw it back to our faces. It will beat us with it. So then you're going to understand, okay, I do it because I don't want to be wrong. Why I don't want to be wrong? Because I'm proud. Because I'm so sick of knowing that I'm stupid. And I think it is a bad thing to be stupid. Instead of saying, I'm stupid, I did it. So now I know this, I have to improve. Instead of looking at this as something that you need to improve, you're looking at it as something that is so negative. Oh, because when I was growing up, my brothers used to make fun of me like that. Okay, then you understand. Now you are not 6-year-old boy. Now you're a father. But now you understand that is the first step. Now put that aside. Now deal with it as a man. Maybe when you're a 6-year-old boy, that's all that you can deal with it. You understand? But you are not 6-year-old now. So now you say, okay, it's not a problem admitting. I have to admit, you become cleaner, you become more light, you become more energized. You're not trying to lie to yourself and spending your whole time just lying to yourself. Things that are happening, blame yourself. This is the first step, really, in tariqat, the blameworthy ego. You're going to blame yourself to know what is your part in it. What is your part in it? Is there something there that you're responsible? Yes. Then this is not passive, it's active. Now you're going to go forward. You're going to make a dua. Now you're going to go forward. You're going to do something. Now you're going to go forward. You're going to say at least astaghfirullah. You're very active. You're not just laying back. You understand? And that time your heart will start turning. It'll start opening. You'll start then knowing, because you're knowing yourself. You're knowing why you're doing it. You're knowing your disease. You're knowing what caused that. You become more aware. That is the first step. You become more aware. You cannot be stubborn. You understand? You cannot be stubborn. Now you're going to do that. This is the easy way. The hard way, if you fall into the hands of someone like our Shaykh, then he's going to knock you wall to wall. Easy way, you're not learning it. Hard way, you're going to learn it. He's going to knock you wall to wall until your ego is going to go so crazy and you're going to start denying him. So what kind of a... You understand? You say don't be boastful, but you are this. You say don't be proud, but you are this. Like a man who is sick, you say, saying to the doctor, you say you're a healer, but you're cutting me with a knife. You say you're a healer and you bring comfort, yet you knock me out to make me to be unconscious. Yet you put me into this very severe situation where I cannot do whatever I want. I cannot eat what I want. I cannot walk where I want. What is this? And you can do everything. I cannot. So you're making double standards. You see? Ego goes like that. So, more you're becoming aware, more you can clean. Then you're going to take lesson. You're going to take lesson. Understand that one is doing it like this. What is my part? Because I didn't do this. If anything, first step you have to do, put all blame to yourself first. Because you did the complete opposite for so many years. Now something wrong, says, it is my fault. It is my fault. If I'd done this, this would not have happened. If I do it like this, like this, like this, you learn. You start opening up that time. You understand? And inshallah, this is to clean ourselves. This is so that the heart becomes clean and we know. How are you going to know how to clean if you don't know what is cleanliness and what is dirt? If you don't know what is dirty and what is clean, how are you going to clean? You understand? Maybe to your hygienic standards, it's clean, but according to others, you say it's not clean. You say, I just wipe like that, that's clean. That is where? That is maybe your house. But you cannot do like that in a, say, a kitchen. You cannot just wipe like that in a restaurant. People will get sick. Definitely you cannot do that in a hospital. You understand? So the standard that we're reaching is a standard that is set by the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the Sahabi Kiram, the awliya Allah. They are the highest standards. We cannot say we want their high stations, we love their high stations, but we don't want their high standards. We cannot. That is ego. We must reach. Mountain is high. You must climb. You cannot say, I will never be able to do it. Your work is to climb it. You take that one step, they will take 10 steps to you. They can just bring you all the way up. But that's because you are climbing. If you say, I cannot climb, who am I to climb? All sorts of reasons. Then they say, now you're going to be stuck there because your arrogance and your stubbornness stay there. Because your spirit wants to climb. Our spirit wants to climb. Because the spirit is not bound by this gravity. The spirit is always aiming to go higher and higher and higher. And the nafs always wants to bring us down lower and lower and lower to the lowest Jahannam. That's where he wants to. So, understand a little bit, inshallah. The old days, the Sheikh then, okay, that one. You have like that, huh? You like to blame other people. Then the Sheikh is going to put all blame on you. Something happens, says, you're the one to blame. Huh? You did this. He's going to punish you for that. You're going to say, what did I do? I didn't do anything. You're going to speak against? You lost it. It's going to make you now to carry everyone's responsibility now for you to understand. How are we going to be now? To intercede, to help people on the day of judgment that needs help. How are we going to intercede for them if we're still at the level where we're blaming others? Inshallah, we wake up, we understand a little bit. Allah is merciful. Prophet is merciful. They say we make it easy. The highest mountains take steps, small steps. Try. Those who say, Ya Rabbi, I want to try a little bit more. I don't want to take one step to you. I want to run to you. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to be more merciful to that one? At least have intention. You understand? Inshallah. Allah make it easy for you. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum. Any other questions anyone has? None? You have a question? Okay, say. Yes.
When making
yes.
I don't know the English translation for the Arabic one I'm saying. So when I think about something, I feel like talking to myself, asking this lesson and all that stuff. Is that correct? What should I be doing?
When you're making a salat? Well, now, you know the Arabic, right? And you more or less know the meaning of that, right? Keep it simple like that. All right? Because the words of the Quran, that is in our salat, in our namaz. The meaning of it is endless. It is enough now that when we are making prayer like that, making namaz, making salat, not to let our heart to be circling everywhere. It is enough now not to be distracted. If you can just not be distracted and just know that you're standing in the presence of your Lord and you're giving praise to Him, at this stage it is enough. That is good enough. That is a very big step, because you can know the meaning, you can know the deep meaning, and you know everything, but if you are still distracted, your heart is still busy, and you don't try to control it, it's not meaning anything. You don't know too much, but you know this is good. You're just imitating what is good, or you're just imitating. Something comes, you say, no, out. Something comes, you say, astaghfirullah, out. You're just going to, it's okay. The mercy of this religion also, because there is blessing in imitation. Then, if you are sincere, you say, okay, this imitation is good. Allah is merciful, but I want to know a little bit more. So it gives you that energy. It gives you that power to know a little bit more. According to your sincerity, then you want to know a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We're not of those nations that is bargaining with Allah all the time, taking the cheapest way, the easiest way, like that. No. The believer is saying, Allah is already so generous to us, we cannot be cheap now. Let me do a little bit more. Like what the khutbah is saying, the heart. Heart is important. Prayer and salat and zikr, even jihad and everything you're doing, if the heart is not for Allah, it's not acceptable. So stand there and be with Allah. Just say, you are watching me and I'm trying to be your servant. Help me. It's enough. Make it simple, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Yes, anything else? Ya Allah. This much is enough, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Tea is here. Chai. Give chai. Tea. This is our Eid